69 hot. Oh, you only keep these two? Oh no. Yeah, since I don't have a 2-drop, I'm not comfortable keeping this. Like, I'm not even sure I can have a good board up to turn 6 that allows me to save the coin first of all, and then coin out the Emperor. So that was probably too greedy. I've been rank 1 for the past 2 hours. Oh, Trend Nation, you can do it. You're almost there. That could be us though. Could be us. I'm not sure how tonight's gonna go. I'm rank 1, 1 star on every single server. So the goal is to hit legend on every server. Starting with Asia. We're on Asia right now. Hey, we got the Emperor anyways. Pretty good. Hey Randy! You need 2 more wins? Wow, that's so close. You can do it. Okay, so it's gonna be Iker, probably? I might even enrage it too, just so it trades well with this. But if I enrage this, he just takes a trade here. But then, I want to coin out Emperor next turn. Let's do it. Let's just take that extra card draw. Like on turn 2 if the board is empty, do you equip your axe or just hold on to it? I see everyone equipping it, but I feel like it kind of spoils and people sometimes use it. Yeah, I know. You always run the risk of running into ooze, but the reward is also pretty high pay. Like, pretty high payout if they don't have the ooze. You have weapon equipped, and if you have a 3-drop follow-up like Frothing, and you can hit their 2-drop, it's so good. So it's kind of a risk-reward thing. Good thing he doesn't have high main. Worse for us would have been if he hits in, and plays high main. Let's slam this for card draw first. Yeah, I could slam it for removal. Or do I care about? Alright, I guess I should do this. So I'm not so low on health. I get really punished if he has Kodo, but I need to set it up so I can task it, and then if he plays high main, I can faceless the high main. So we could do a faceless, high main, task, battle rage kind of turn. This is good though. Especially if we get any kind of whirlwind effect. Probably worthwhile to do this. Assuming all he's going to do on turn 8 is to play Call of the Wild. So then we take a battle rage. We're looking for whirlwind effects. We're looking for armor smith would be good. So let's test this. And I think I want to set this up too. This is basically taunt. So if he plays Call of the Wild, that piggy is not going to go to my face. It's probably going to go to here. Okay. Here's Armor Smith, that's good. So, can we afford to make patrons? Or should we just go with gaining some health and drawing some cards right now? So, gaining health would be like this. That's pretty good. If I hit in, does it do anything? If I hit in, I can set it down to 1 health. But I get 1 extra card draw if I don't hit in yet. Because I get the Battle Rage value and the Whirlwind value. So get 1 extra card if I do it this way. Okay, we got the second Armor Smith, so that will help stabilize. I still have 1 more Pyro, right? And we still have 1 more Execute, and that should be freezing. So freezing should actually be really good against the version of combo that's only running Worgen. That's it. The Patron one is way better against this kind of deck. And this is a liability. It could actually hit with the Patron, so I guess we're just going all out on Patrons. Come on, hit a Patron. Hit a Patron? Whatever. Okay. Well, at least it gives us extra health still. And then we have a lot of things to proc the Freezing Trap. So a lot of people who will try to target that new OTK deck with the Commanding Shout, they'll play Hunter. Mid-range Hunter with Freezing Trap is really good against that. Tempo Dragon Warrior is also pretty good against that. Puts a lot of pressure out early. But luckily for us, Patron version beats Hunter and Dragon, or like Tempo Warrior. So look at us, we're 1 up on the meta as usual. What did you replace for Armor Smiths? I took out 1 Frothing, 1 Gnomish. Yeah, I have seen the OTK word list that's going around, you guys. Yeah, unfortunately my deck tracker is not working right now, so I don't have it. Can't show it up on the screen. Pyro the Commanding Shout is pretty crazy. Yeah, but think about it. You guys, like, seriously think about that list. The only threat is 1 copy of Worgen. That's it. What do you do against Freezing Trap? And you only have 1 copy of Worgen, 1 copy of Charge. You don't have Patrons to do with like any kind of board presence at all. Is it just me, or did that OTK Commanding Shout come out of nowhere? The list? No, the list is like slightly modified of a Worgen only combo list. The shield blocks and stuff, they're all pretty much there. The Pyro Commanding Shout was instead of running stuff like Brawl. If you look at OTK lists that run Brawl, Nev got rank 1 EU, and a bunch of big streamers have been playing it. Yeah, that's why it's all over the place right now. A lot of people are playing. Hey Ali, how's it going? Oh, thanks Paula. Wow, a lot of people just came in right now. Alright, gotta do shoutouts. Ali Straza, another awesome streamer, recently partnered. You guys should all be checking her out. And hello Paula, who is, or it's Paula La, not Paula, but she was playing Arena today. I don't know if she does a lot of Constructed, but you guys should all be checking out Paula and Ali Straza. You can get shoutouts for both of them. Your mom fell asleep, and your sister's coming back with you now, so you're about to fall asleep. Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought you were about to head out to like hang out with the family. But I guess by hang out you mean go to sleep. Oh yeah, no worries for the shout out. And welcome all the Paula Grills and boys. You replace Cruel Taskmaster with Rag and the OTK Warrior, what do you think? Which version are you talking about? Taskmaster is kind of important. can't sleep. Drink more. You need to be the drinkiest. I'm not so huge on the whole drinkiest thing though. Okay. So, a couple options. One is Icar. That's actually probably the play. Icar and then Ravaging Ghoul, that buffs us up to 5 and then finishes it off, and it's still alive. It makes the whole board kind of weak to Ravaging Ghoul, but it doesn't kill this off. I guess I could have Ravaging Ghoul first, and then play the Icar, and then the Icar would be at full health. So that might have been that was probably a miss sequence there. But he may not have the Ravaging Ghoul. He used up the coin, so unless he runs Whirlwind, this is a lot of damage he's taking, and I get a Battle Rage. Feels good, man. Hey, Drunkas, and Absolute Mango. Like the vodka. Yeah, thanks Jazz and Tomo for doing the shoutouts. Oh, he runs Inner Rage in that list. That's not necessarily a typical tech. So do I give up Worgen Inner Rage for extra card, or just take the card draw here? Probably just take it. And then just drop Emperor and hopefully pick up a Whirlwind effect for the patron next turn. So we'll do this. That's 2 Inner Rages. Pyro. Perfect. Alright, so this is good. At this point, I think a win condition is actually patron, so I'm going to pressure here with the Worgen too. You almost can't walk to the mini fridge? Dang. Somebody's drunk. So going off the current deck, would you replace anything from the list with Faceless or Yestikar, just for how the current meta is playing out? I like putting in the Armor Smiths because it makes it more stable and has more comeback potential. Sometimes, even though we should be favored, like once we get patrons on the board against something like Dragon Warrior, the problem is we should trade this off because this is really weak to Ravaging Ghoul, and then this makes it harder to get rid of this. We're kind of It's about if you have enough comeback potential, and that's where the Armor Smiths come in. Like, they can get you pretty low on health because they have a more aggressive early game package, but then can they finish you off once you get patrons on the board, once you get Armor Smiths regaining you health? That's the question. Instead of using Pyro, I like the Ravaging Ghoul. And we'll save this. We'll save a couple more spells. Having 4 patrons is already good enough. And the only way for him to clear is turn 10, Deathwing. And some versions, actually there's quite a few versions that run Deathwing, so that's not unlikely. But can he get to turn 10? This is Asia server right now, Swifty. We'll do EU next, and then we'll do NA after. Probably just trade this in. I don't really need to Inner Rage one of my patrons because that's just gonna overmake patrons. Like, this is already good enough, and then I get a full board of patrons. I feel like these Armor Smiths are necessary. I got to rank 2 without them. Started dropping like crazy after Fast Meta caught up. Dropped to rank 4. Yeah, so Armor Smiths helps a lot. I don't like... It's really hard to fit in both though, because the initial flex spots I was considering cutting was 1 Icar. Gnomish is pretty easy to cut because Gnomish is pretty low impact most of the time. So I was fine cutting the Gnomish. But then it's hard to decide, okay, do I cut, what else do I cut? I don't really want to cut Whirlwind effects because those are just so good for patrons and for aggro. So I decided, okay, so it's either going to be cutting Icar or cutting a Frothing. And I ended up cutting a Frothing. Just figured that 1 Frothing is probably enough to get the job done. At least you have that option. Okay. I mean, technically he's not dead yet. Or if I trade this in. If I trade this in, still it's only 18. I need to draw off of the Acolyte. I want to kill him, kill him if possible before his turn 10. But I don't know. Maybe it's fine doing this. Just playing it slow. Just keep making patrons. Clear the board. We save execute for the Deathwing. He used coin, right? Yeah, he coined out the Twilight Guardian. Do you want some free coaching? Free coaching, PogChamp. I'm sure there's plenty of people who will take you up on that free coaching. So what would you take out to put Armor Smith in? One Frothing, one Gnomish. Yeah, that's what I took out. Oh, Twam Fem Ho says, "Hi Locke, what do you think about New Organ OTK that hit rank 1 Legend a couple days ago?" Personally, I don't like it, but because I think there's actually significant weaknesses that people don't understand how to exploit yet, and might not be worth exploiting until a lot of people play it. So once a lot of people play it, they'll realize how to beat it. How's it going? I miss Onak. How'd you do? I didn't make it to the final day, but I had a good time. It was a really good experience. The lineups that people brought in my particular group were not exactly what I teched against. So I had brought a lineup which the casters pointed out, and is, you know, something I'm realizing afterwards, that it wasn't the strongest lineup probably as a whole, given what's the most popular decks. But I was actually trying to target the lineups that was like what Frozen had brought and what people in Group A, which I didn't play against, had brought. Basically anybody who brings Zoo, which pretty much everyone brought some kind of Zoo, and Druid, but not everyone brought Druid. So yeah, so that was kind of disappointing. You like epic music? That's good. Epic music for epic games, right? What's the Worgen OTK? The Worgen OTK is Worgen, Inner Rage, Charge, Rampage, and then Taskmaster. That makes it 15, and it has Wind Fury, so it can do 30. And if you faces that, then you can do 60. That's the combo wombo. I think Druid and Zoo are reasonable targets. Was there a ban? Yeah, there was a ban. So my warrior like pretty much always got banned, which feels bad. That's my... But people, it means people respect the warrior, right? Hey Vorkas. Yeah, so the downside is my weaker classes were Rogue and Hunter, and they got targeted. Because the Rogue is pretty weak to face decks. Normally I would ban Shaman, just to make sure I don't face aggro Shaman. The problem is that if they bring Mage in their lineup, I wasn't specifically teching against Freeze Mage, so I always had to ban the Mage, so that feels bad. We just do Ravaging Ghoul. Ideally I can save the coin for Emperor or just for Pyro for clearing. Hey, there was that one guy, Redwall, he didn't ban my warrior, and I actually got to play it. We'll see you on tournament someday. Yeah, hoping to play in the summer prelims. Okay. We could do Pyro Slam. Is that good enough? Okay, Pyro Slam clears this off, and then I'm not sure I really want to kill off my Pyro just to clear the board. I think we just wait. Just draw a card with this. Try to get more value from the Pyro. Why did you keep Thorson? Because I had a decent enough early game hand. Emperor is really Like whenever I can play Emperor on curve or even coin it out, I always like to do it. Rogue's not good in tournaments. Yeah, I kind of learned that. I think the thing is, it's alright on ladder. I was also, probably because I'm mostly a ladder player, my tendency is to try to pick well-rounded decks that have can beat pretty much every deck. Doesn't have a very, very weak matchup. So that's what I was trying to go for. Because I didn't know necessarily if everyone was bringing Zoo. Some people may bring a Reno Handlock type of deck, which was pretty popular end of last season. So that's why I brought the Warrior, which can beat both Zoo and Handlock. The Hunter is a hybrid Hunter, so it's fast enough and has enough sustain and pressure with high mains and Call the Wild to beat both. Not have a terrible matchup against Zoo, and also it beats Handlock. What else? The Rogue. Tends to do fine against Handlock too, just because Gadget's Hand, Cycle, and I have the Leroy Burst in hand, and I teched in a Skulker against Zoo. So basically just didn't want to let the Warlock pass. The thing is, the person I had to face twice is Phone Tap, and he brought a weird Zoo. It's really cool, but it's not the standard Zoo, because it doesn't run a lot of tokens. Doesn't have Forbidden Ritual. It's just a faster Zoo with the 2-mana 4/3, whatever that's called. We can clear the board, but this is just all tokens. I kind of don't want to waste that. And do I need to equip? My hand is so cheap that I can probably just equip the only difference of equipping is if I get patrons, then I probably would just do something with patrons. Is whether or not we want to play around Harrison. Right now it seems kind of mid-rangey, so maybe we should play around Harrison. Yeah, it's called Wrathguard. Wrathguard Zoo. Phone Tap use surrender Zoo lists. Well, alright, here we go. So now this is worth clearing, because we can execute that and then get the Battle Rage off. So it's going to be... Battle Rage. Yeah, unfortunately my Emperor reduction wasn't on anything critical. They weren't on any of the combo cards. So I have 13 cards left. Maybe I still need more than 2 cards from this Battle Rage. I don't have Acolyte in my hand yet. So we just execute this and develop Frothing, I guess. Frothing has quite a bit of potential too. Maybe I should have saved it. There's always a chance that you get a Frothing lethal against Shaman, so you have a lot of tokens on board. But it could be that this just sets us up. If we get Pyro, okay, so if we task, what do we task? Do we want to task the... I want the task on the board before I Whirlwind, so I get the extra card draw. I think I just do this. Just kind of assume we're going to get 2 Whirlwind effects. Kind of have to go fast. Oh my god, Frothing and Armor Smith boards are the worst in terms of the time it takes to animate. Okay, so that's not too helpful. I guess I use an Inner Rage here. It's fine. Let's just do it this way. It's not lethal, but it's quite a bit of damage. So it puts him in range of the Worgen charge combo. And we got good value from the second Battle Rage, so that's good. Deng Shu was the original creator of that zoo, not Surrender. Oh yeah, whoever's list it was, I don't know. It was not the typical token kind of zoo. Already seen the animations like Old Patron, yeah. Hey, so it's good we played around with the Harrison. I was a little afraid of that Harrison. Okay. Do I face this? Just in case we don't draw the... draw the Worgen yet. There's basically no other good faces target besides this. Like, it gives up the top deck lethal. If I had top deck Worgen, then we would have had lethal. If the enemy has Firewar X equipped, do you play Acolyte knowing that it will one-strike it? Probably not. Usually I'd like to get more value, but there's always context. It's hard to know unless I can see your whole hand. And I can see what the opponent has done. It's just really hard to make these kind of only short description and give you a good advice on the play. There's always just so many factors involved. I guess Lightning Storm. That's fine too, because we could just run away with Patrons then, if we don't think he has a second Lightning Storm. But yeah, it'd be nice just to save the Inner Rage for the Worgen. But after seeing that Lightning Storm, I'm kind of tempted to just do this play. And to play around Lightning Storm, we could probably just do this. Then he has to Hex it. Because it's not like that Rampage is going to be useful, even if we get the Worgen. Because I can't trigger the Rampage, so we're basically just kind of going all in on the Patron here. It's not super all in because I still have a Patron here too. So you just have both Hex and the Lightning Storm. Dong Hammer, Rockbiter. Okay, so you will take. I guess he's gonna tank that and the 5/1. So then we just charge and win. What's your highest CP Pokemon? Over 9,000. Yeah, thanks, Jazz. If you guys have questions, just tag my name in it. It's easier for me to see, pick out. Alright, 2 more games. Let's do this. That's pretty good. We're on a win streak. If every server is that easy, we'll be done with Legend pretty quickly tonight. Do you think your OTK deck list is better than Neville's? I'm not gonna say that. I'm just gonna say that the list first of all, it's not Neville's list. I'm just gonna say the list that he plays, I feel like it doesn't make that much sense. Like it's obviously powerful because OTK Worgen is powerful. And against the right matchups, it's super hard to beat, almost impossible to beat. But is it really optimized? I'm not sure that that list is actually optimized. Just saying. Can you make Priest great again? Did you try? I did try RDM. I tried to make free-to-play Priest great. Hey Yan, how's it going? Our emote and channel graphics designer is in the house. You guys should all check out Yen. She also does streaming. I watched her play. It looks like Minecraft, but I think it's not actually Minecraft. But that was pretty entertaining to watch. I think yours is better though because you have more win conditions. It's way more viable. It's hard to say. His is obviously faster cycle. It has loot order and commanding shout, just like extra cycle cards, show block. But yes, I think it has certain weaknesses. I was just reading the forum where it's posted on Hearthstone, and somebody was saying, oh, they were trying this list out, but then they ran into 2 mirrors, and they decided, all right, instead of trying to outplay them with the same list, why don't I just counter it? And then they played the Tempo Dragon Warrior, and they also played mid-range Hunter with a freezing trap, or I don't know how many freezing traps, and they said they farmed them like 14-1 or something. And yeah, it has if you only have 1 Worgen and 1 charge and not really much else to pressure the board or to contest the board besides just Pyro clearing the whole board, you might struggle against a deck like Tempo Dragon Warrior, where usually by turn 8 they have their lethal conditions set up, and if you didn't draw your whole deck and get your Worgen charge in, you might struggle. Same with Hunter. If they get to their turn 8 and they can play Call of Wild, you're gonna have a hard time getting your OTK in. So that's where patrons are useful. But I can't believe haven't said this to you, but I'm in love with the Alex Straza and Ysera on your camera. Aw, thanks. Those are all made by Yin. We have a Deathwing one too, but that's in the other overlay. Don't you think you can fit Commanding Shout, maybe instead of 1 Ghoul? Yeah, I know it's pretty clear with Pyro, but I don't think it's necessary. There's a reason why Commanding Shout wasn't super big back in the day of Patron too, right? When Patron's OP, Commanding Shout was kind of this gimmicky card. I mean, I tried running 1, but it just turns out to be a situational card. Anyways, I don't know what this guy's deck is. He played Finley, which is probably not the OTK version. It's got to be some tempo version or patron version. Against either of those, your goal is to make patrons first. They don't run Brawl. Hey, Bot X. You know what's funny? I was watching Navi's stream. He's playing Control Warrior, and then he ran it's called Sagoth. Yeah, Sagoth, the 9-mana 5/9 taunt that can't be targeted by spells in Hero Power. I was just like, is this anti OTK tech? And then he's like, yeah, of course. What do you think it is? So, and be warned if you're playing against things like Control Warrior, they may have that weird taunt in the way. Thanks, Bot X. Yeah, it's on Hearthstone, but there's some modifications. I'm currently testing out -1 Frothing, -1 Gnomish for 2 Armor Smiths. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, so we can punch this. If we want to take a Battle Rage, we can also do that. Seems fine. If I get an Axe, it would be ideal from this Battle Rage. Oh, look at that. We got 2. We even got 2. Pog Champ. Now I just want Inner Rage. And we're good to go. Why can't my doctor just call and tell me my surgery's next week? Oh no, what are you getting surgery on, Drunkus? Yeah, thanks, Jez. Thanks for... Maybe I should just take a screenshot. I'll log on to NA and take a screenshot. We'll just get Legend on Asia first real quick, right? And then just log on to NA, take a screenshot where I have the full golden version of it. Sometimes lucky. Yep. Slime is a new Chromagus? It is. Slime is a very good Chromagus. Way cheaper, too. Alright, Inner Rage. Inner Rage, baby. Oh. PogChamp. and think Blizzard really wants me to hit Legend tonight. Or you can update your head list you jump. The thing is, I'm still testing, right? There's no absolute best version of the list, and I include like tech choices in the guide. So I just want people to make modifications themselves. That's one thing too. I really don't. I want to discourage people from doing the whole why not tech this one card in or tech this one card in. Honestly, one card probably doesn't make a big deal in the list unless you forget to put in Worgen. That can make a big deal. But for the most part, if you want to take out one Nomish, you want to take out one Frothing, take out even Armorsmith, you know, like, it's not going to make the deck fail. So you guys should just test it out yourself. As soon as I switch over to OTK where I run into Priest, I'm just going to concede to this guy. What are you talking about? Priest is like one of the best matchups for OTK Warrior. You really skilled at your top decks. And calling them, yeah. I've never got to the rank Legend. Lock Shadow, we'll just grab Legend Asia real quick and go to NA. Feels bad, Sifta, right? If he leaves the 5-1 up thinking that it's gonna die easily, he's gonna be in for a big surprise. Let's say he Korkrons. That's probably the easiest way to get rid of the 3-3. Is that Kron? Or he just doesn't use his mana. That's cool too. I don't mind that. And we're just gonna pressure here then. You know, casual 8-3 patron to the face. Yeah, Priest can't defend against OTK. Unless they're the N'Zoth version and they run the taunts and the Chill Maul. Chill Maul could be an issue, especially when they get the N'Zoth back. Yeah. But if the meta ever becomes so Priest dominant, what you do is basically play Justicar and Brawl. Those are some pretty good techs. Justicar makes sure that you basically don't die to Priest. And Brawl, whenever they play their big board or play their N'Zoth, you just brawl it away. I think this guy just baby rages. Unless he really disconnected. He probably disconnected. Poor guy. Everybody, get in here. Charging patron, OTK. Priest dominant meta, yeah. Ellie giggle. Yeah, Twitch notifications on. Do I not? Is it not showing up? I should. Oh, wait. Sorry. It's apparently it logged out, so what did I miss? Did I miss something today? Maybe some follows and stuff? Did I miss something? Let me know if I missed something, like a sub. I would feel really bad. Alright. This should be working now. Let me just make sure. Yeah, I think that worked. Hog Champ. Thank you, Lock Shadow. Donating 25 bucks, so generous. I will make sure to repay you when I get my paycheck. Alright. Final boss hype.